This segment brought to you by Kansas Wheat. Learn more at rediscoverwheat.org.
So it's all about that big fermentation chamber, the ruminant animal has, in terms of total body weight, the GI tract accounts for the most body weight of pretty well any other mammalian species. And it's that big fermentation vat that we call the rumen, that big round structure you see there, that acts to hold the feed and provide it and hold it in that chamber for a period that's long enough to allow those microbes to carry out the digestion of the feed. Now eventually that feed will flow out. It needs to be completely digested, or it'll flow out into the agal basin, which I showed there, which is the true stomach. That's the same as our stomach. That's the stomach that produces the hydrochloric acid and pepsin that digests the protein. And then that flows down into the small intestine. There's some nutrient digestion will take place in the cecum and the large intestine. But for the most part, the majority of the feed digestion takes place in the rumen. The first thing that eats the feed that we feed to our cattle is the microbes. So you're really feeding the microbes, not the cattle itself. Now each day, depending upon whether you're talking about a young calf or a dairy calf, they'll consume from 2 to 20 kilograms of dry matter or feed, that may be grain or forage. They'll consume anywhere from 20 to 80 liters of water, and they'll produce 50 to 150 liters of saliva. So that feed is fermented, mixed with the water. That all goes into that rumen environment that's held at 39 degrees. That temperature is ideal for microbial growth and for the fermentation to take place. Now, as that fermentation takes place, there's a few byproducts that come out of that process. One is the microbial cells themselves. As much as 2 kilograms per day of microbial cells are produced within that rumen, along with about 850 liters of gas, which is composed of that methane, the CH4, that same methane that we always hear about that's contributing to climate change in terms of the methane emissions from ruminant animals. We hear about that in the press endlessly. And then also carbon dioxide gas is produced as well as a result of the digestive process. So that methane is eructated or comes out in the respiratory tract when the animal breathes out, same with carbon dioxide, and that's how that is emitted to the atmosphere. And then along with the microbial cells, which are the most important protein source you get, I know we spend a lot of time thinking about the protein requirements of our cattle. But really the most important protein source that the animal ends up getting is from those microbial cells. Those microbes, as they're fermenting, also produce volatile fatty acids, from 2 to 6 kilograms of that. That ends up being the major energy source that the animal gets. So both the main protein and energy source that comes from the animal is derived from the microbes themselves. And so that's why it's really important to treat those microbes correctly and feed them properly so that they'll maximize the production of protein and the production of those volatile fatty acids in a manner that leads to the greatest productivity in the cow itself.
Sure Crop Fertilizers was started by my father, Don Sherman, and my mother, Shirley Sherman. Family business that started in the 80s. We predominantly focus on plant nutrients and what we can do to give growers better responses with the fertilizer dollars that they do, and what we can do to make those things work better for the grower. We're based out of Seneca, Kansas. We work with growers in their soil analysis to figure out what they need, and then we can put those in a blend that gives them the best results, and so that we can deliver that direct to their farm, so that they have those nutrients where they need them, when they need them, and so that they can apply them in a manner that's very efficient to them and works well on their planting systems and what they're doing. Sure Crop Fertilizers has been around for a long time. We always say we're big enough to take care of everything you need, but we're small enough to do it quickly. You can get a hold of us at 1-800-635-4743. Our website is surecropfertilizers.com, and you can always email me at Corey@surecropfertilizers.com, and with any questions you have, we're glad to answer and work with you.